Sexual objectification of women in advertising. What is it? Sexual objectification is the act of treating a person solely as an object of sexual desire. It is relevant currently because there's still brands using women as sexual objects because of the idea that sex sells. In a study, researchers found that on average, across 58 different magazines, 51.8% of advertisements that featured women portrayed them as sex objects. However, when women appeared in advertisements in men's magazines, they were objectified 76% of the time. The use of the female figure to sell products was employed by adverts in as early as the 1930s. However, one study published in 2020 discovered that women actually show lower purchase intentions towards products advertised with sexualized female models than neutral ads, whereas men were unaffected by the adverts. The images used in the advertising and magazines have had a substantial influence on society's views on what should be considered as beautiful. Hypersexualized models of femininity in the media affect the mental, emotional, and physical health of girls and women on a global scale. A good example is Victoria's Secret runways of the sexual objectification of women to promote the brand. The brand committed to creating lingerie by men for men through ad campaigns and runway shows featuring small-waisted, large-breasted models in push-up bras and wings. This further reinforces the toxic stereotypes that women have to look a certain way and belittles a woman's life to only the way their physical appearance looks, just to be objects to be enjoyed by men, not consider that women have more going for them than their looks. American Apparel has consistently used over-sexualized marketing techniques to bring more sales, under the notion that sex sells. This is nothing new to the advertising community. American Apparel distinctly shows that women are more often sexualized or sexually objectified than men. The same flannel shirt is photographed on both models, but the females photographs are often hypersexualized, while the male stands completely clothed and rigid. As said on this article, if they're advertising the clothing item as unisex, it claims to be gender neutral. The advertising suggests otherwise. This highlights how women are over-sexualized in adverts, whereas men's advertising tends to be more masculine, keeping their clothes on to show that they're strong and dominant, whereas women have to use their bodies in a sexualized way to gain sales. That is controversial under the notion that sex sells, but that is controversial because the statistics show that women are less inclined to buy products from ads when women are overly sexualized. These over-sexualized adverts in the media that represent women as mere objects to be decided have harmful impacts on women and girls, and the stereotypes of these types of advertising techniques cause women to believe that they should look that way to be beautiful. But it should be more than that. Like men advertising and advertisements, women should be able to feel empowered without having to show their bodies, especially for ads that have nothing to do with a woman's body, like American Apparel shoe ads. Additionally, there is also contradicting statistics that show sex sales techniques aren't effective, so why are we still objectifying women to gain sales? We should instead celebrate the beauty of a woman instead of belittling herself to attract a man's needs. A way to make the advertising industry less sexist is to employ more women. Today, women make up 11% of creative directors, translating to better ads. Additionally, if men's advertising sells without having to sexually objectify them, why wouldn't women's? It is advertising that sexualizes women for women's products, and it is shown that women are less inclined to buy those over-sexualized products, so why is it still done if it's less effective with sales?